in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's Huddle Shuttle Live.
I'm Archie.
I'm Archie's dad.
Today we're talking about the Peach Bowl. Before we're filming this, right before the Miami and Ole Miss Fiesta Bowl.
So yeah, we'll be on the road early tomorrow morning, going down to Atlanta. But we wanted to get this in to talk about both games before we did that. So before we get into that, Archie, I'm going to talk about the Rose Bowl. We came back from the Rose Bowl game, a big victory for the Hoosiers. What do you think about the atmosphere of the game?
It was very, very lopsided.
Well, the game was lopsided, but how was the atmosphere? What do you think about the fans showing up?
Still very lopsided.
How would you figure the stadium was split?
There was probably a pom for every 5,000 IU fans.
Yeah, the Bama fans had pom-poms they were shaking, and obviously IU had the rally towels.
There's about one pom-pom for every maybe, give or take 10,000 people.
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame last week about being like 100-1 IU to Alabama fans walking around Pasadena, and I mean it wasn't a whole lot different. It wasn't a whole lot different in the stadium. I mean, it was I was an IU crowd.
I think it's too high.
As long as it's close, you don't mess with it. It should work. Obviously, it was a dominant effort by the Hoosiers. What do you have as being what you think was the play of the game?
The fumble. It's the fumble, and
the Simpson fumble.
And I will not accept any more. I will not accept any more answers.
Wow, no, I think that was huge.
Or the fourth down stop.
Well, the Simpson fumble, that was right before halftime, and then IU went down and scored again, right?
It was Omar.
Yeah, so
I was gonna say Charlie B, guys, but
no, I mean
I don't know ball.
The fumble was huge. You're right. I mean, we were up 10-0. They were driving. Simpson had just got that first down.
Killed that momentum.
And then turn around and score on them, and then all of a sudden it's 17-0. That's a big deal.
3-4 possession.
I think for me the play of the game was probably that fourth down stop on that second drive for Bama. IU didn't do anything on their opening drive, and then
got lucky.
Got a field goal on the second one, and was able to get that turnover on downs and plus territory, and then hit Charlie a few plays later for that long touchdown.
Charlie B
was pretty awesome. So I think it was that fourth down stop. That was
I was wearing my Charlie hoodie. # NIL ad.
Who was your player of the game?
Probably Pat motherfucking Coogan.
You're down with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's either him or Carter.
Okay. I think
D'Angelo.
No, I'm gonna go a little dark horse. I'm gonna say it'll be a shared between.
Wait, don't say it yet. It's gonna be Kaylon Black.
Dude, Kaylon and Rome. Running backs. I mean, they ended up with 200 and I think as a team rushing, we had 215, 220 yards, something like that rushing.
Yeah.
We didn't have a ton in the first half, but they really the running game really set the tone in the second half and just ground them down, and that was awesome.
Mendoza didn't throw another passing touchdown after the first half.
Negative. He threw the one to Surratt in the second half.
Somar.
Elite
I need
ball
caffeine,
knowledge.
y'all.
Right. So moving on from the Rose Bowl, the transfer portal opened up this week. We lost. IU had about 7 people enter the portal. None of them have been significant contributors so far, but we have made some big additions. Archie can talk about those.
Josh Hoover and Nick Marsh.
Okay, and Hoover obviously being a quarterback, and Marsh from TCU, and Marsh being a receiver from Michigan State.
Which I've noticed something. We've only brought in one wide receiver this year for the transfer portal. I know it's early, but we've only brought in one.
Does that tell you anything?
Well, it tells me 2 things. One, either if Omar leaves, our wide receiver core is going to be Charlie, Nick, LeBron Bond, and Tyler Morris.
And Davian Chandler.
And if Omar stays, we're about to have the nastiest air raid offense of all time.
Yeah, no, if Omar sticks around, that is a pretty stacked room. I mean, Tyler Morris is coming off an injury at the spring during spring ball this year, but from all reports, he was pretty solid before
And Dad,
that.
I heard a rumor earlier today that Carter Smith might not be leaving.
Well, and that was going to be a question I was going to ask you too.
Come on, Dad, that's two elite ball knowledge.
I think we've had 4 or 5 defensive end or D line players commit
Mhm.
in the transfer portal,
and safeties.
We've had a couple safeties, but no O linemen. So does that signal to you that Carter might be sticking around, or that the staff is just pleased with what they've got with the players already there?
I think it's a little bit of both, because Evan Lawrence, he's pretty good. That's no bias at all. Bray is what, a sophomore this year?
Bray's got, I think, 1 more year.
Yeah, so Bray's a junior this year.
Evans has got 1 more year.
Yeah. I mean, I think Carter might just stick around.
Austin Liebfried has been running with the 2s. Johnny has been playing well.
Yeah.
Getting some more snaps.
Carter's not. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed.
I think they have to make it worth his while financially, but that would be.
I think also part of it, if he gets hurt at any point in this playoffs next year and it's not looking good, he might just stay another year and possibly just do it for the love of the game.
Maybe.
Just be with his,
be with his
classmen.
Boys, get paid. I don't know.
A ton of money.
I think if they don't bring in any O linemen, I think that kind of implies to me that Carter is staying.
Yeah. I
can't imagine, but
yeah,
things are looking up there.
Because you'd have to move Johnny to where Carter is.
Well, no, Johnny, but Johnny played the Rose Bowl at right tackle.
Yeah.
Then Liebfried would probably step in at center, Bray and Evans at guards. I don't know. It's possible. Yeah. And if Carter leaves, they don't bring somebody.
That's too much thunking for right now.
If Carter does leave and they don't bring in anybody, it'd probably end up being Evan, Lawrence, and a Johnny at the tackle spots.
Yeah.
All right, Fiesta Bowl starts here. You're kind of rushing through this because that game does start here at 7:30 tonight.
2 hours.
Miami versus Ole Miss. Miami is favored by 3. As odd as it to say, with a game including Miami, one of these teams is probably this year's Cinderella. So which one do you think it is, Archie? The 10th seeded Canes, or the 6th seed Ole Miss without Lane Kiffin and led by their D2 transfer quarterback Trinidad Chambliss?
The Hoosiers.
Now, we can't be the number 1 team and be the Cinderella.
We were 21 to start the year.
Yeah, but that's not how it is right now. So of these 2 teams, which one do you think would be the proper Cinderella?
Miami.
Why is that? Just because they're the worst seed?
Yeah. I mean, nobody expected them to beat Texas A&M. Nobody sure as hell expected them to make Ohio State
to beat up Ohio State.
Look like Southern Miss Tech University of El Paso.
Which team, assuming or hoping that IU wins the Peach Bowl tomorrow night, which team would you rather face in Miami next week in the national championship?
Ole Miss.
Why is that?
I don't want to have to play an away game.
Oh, because it's at Miami?
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, I think the Peach Bowl is going to be a pretty pro-IU crowd.
Yeah.
The Rose Bowl was a super pro-IU crowd. But if we were playing Miami, the U in Miami, maybe not. Maybe not. Ole Miss lost to Georgia in the middle of the season before beating them in a thriller last week at the Sugar Bowl. Miami's losses come to SMU and Louisville.
That was like a 56-yard kick.
That's just the screen, bro. Louisville, of course, is quarterbacked by Miller Moss, who the Huddle Shuttle Live toddler correspondent.
Nah.
Your cousin Banks.
Miller Moss sucks.
He tells us that, quote, Miller Moss stinks.
Guys, I got it wrong.
Love you, Banks. L's up, bro. Miami absolutely jumped out on top of Ohio State at the Cotton Bowl last week and kept it out of reach all night. For most of the season, Miami's defense has been tough to score on, with a few exceptions. So what do you think about that Miami defense?
Losing to SMU and Louisville, I think it kind of just made them humbler. Humbler, that's a word. And I can't fail English. That's impossible.
They've come. They've had those losses earlier in the year, but they've had a good run the last several weeks.
Ruben Bain, their other edge rusher, Ruben Bain.
Well, I was looking at that. So they have 28.5 sacks from their 5 leading defensive linemen.
And we have?
I don't know. I didn't look ours up. But they have 46 as a team. So they've got a lot of sacks coming from their D-line. It's not all coming from stunts and blitzes.
Yeah,
and
I know
Elijah Hardy has a bunch. Isaiah Jones has a bunch.
10 or 11? I do know that.
We did have several between Kellen and Daly. Obviously, now them are playing.
Yeah.
You think Ole Miss can handle the pressure?
No.
One stat I thought was interesting.
Give me the U in 5.
One of the stats I thought was interesting is Miami's 4th in the country in yards per game passing allowed at 201. Ole Miss, with the 10th scoring offense in the country, includes the 3rd most yards passed per game of 316. So, in a night where defense wins championships, they say, do you think Miami's going to be able to do it, or you think Ole Miss will be able to overcome it?
Ole Miss is just going to try and air raid, try and kill their spirits immediately.
If you were Ole Miss, or if you were Miami, rather.
Yeah, I guarantee you that's what they're going to do.
Yeah,
guarantee it.
Okay.
Now to the main event.
Wait, and you've got Miami by 3. You're with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The YouTube, Miami's in 5.
Miami in 5. This isn't.
Shut up.
This isn't the NBA Finals, bro.
Shut up.
All right, Peach Bowl, Oregon versus Indiana. Indiana favored by 3.5. The big news has got to be Oregon's running back room. What's going on there?
They've had 4 injuries, 3 injuries, something like that.
I think they've only had a couple injuries, but they've had other guys enter the portal. I think they had one.
They're down to 3 running backs, and they have a total combined of 12 tutties.
Yeah, no, that's rough. I mean, Whittington has been their leading rusher, so at least have him. And Hill's not nothing, but that's pretty thin room.
Oh, speaking of football, I won my fantasy championship. If anybody you guys cared.
Yeah.
And my mom lost, but
how? Can you explain how being down running backs that much? How does that hurt Oregon?
I mean, it kind of hurts IU.
How do you think?
We have one of the greatest run defenses of all time. Pass defense is good, but it's not as great. And I mean, taking those running backs out of the equation, it kind of takes away what we're really good at.
But do you think that makes Oregon more one-dimensional? And
I do think it makes Oregon more one-dimensional. And I think our defense can pass defense well, but it kind of puts a little factor on.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now, during the game at Eugene, we had several sacks from our linebackers.
Elijah Hardy.
Isaiah, Elijah, and Aiden all had, I think they combined for like 5 sacks.
Yeah.
I think they combined.
I think Elijah had like 2 or 3.
So do you think, if they're having to use their, what was formerly their 4th or 5th running back, in there, will they be able to stand up to the pass pro or in pass pro if we start sending our linebackers like we did last time?
No, I think we're going to, can I be totally honest?
Sure.
I think we're going to run a lot of man coverage and a little less zone. And I think we're going to have like a DB line up on a wide receiver, but end up blitzing. Yeah. I did not just describe a college football play. Totally not.
I don't think we've sent many corner blitzes this year.
And that's something I figured we could do. With D'Angelo being one of the fastest kids on our team.
And a hell of a hard hitter.
Yeah. We learned that.
Well, Ty Simpson learned it for sure.
Did he break his rib?
Fractured a rib, I guess. Yeah. So he was knocked him out of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how we do that. I could see them throwing in some more exotic stuff, blitz package wise, because during the game in Eugene, the IUD line really
came in clutch.
They pushed around the Oregon O line a lot.
But that's with Kellen Myatt.
That was
Stephon Daly.
Stephen Daly hardly played that game. He didn't play that game really because Kellen was in.
Yeah.
So, but Landino has played really well last week at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Filling in for those guys. So maybe he'll be able to do it again.
Yeah.
Oregon's coordinators have both taken new jobs. It's transfer portal time, so they've got some.
Who's their OC going to?
I don't know.
I thought it was something like Tulane, maybe.
I don't know.
Some school.
Don't
worry about it.
But so they're going to have, to at least some extent, some divided attention trying to build up their own rosters while game planning for this. Do you think that hurts Oregon to any important degree?
Well, I was pretty sure that Dan Lanning calls his plays.
Sure. No, I think he does, but it's he doesn't call both sides of the ball, and there's still a lot of prep work that goes into it.
Yeah.
But you don't think it's that, so you don't think it's that big of a deal for Oregon?
I do not. Okay. I think if I'm one of the coaches, I'm not focusing on the recruiting right now. I'm focusing on winning a national championship. And then once people who see that we won the Natty with this great defense or this great offense, then they'll want to come to my school.
Yeah, except the portal closes in like 8 days.
Actually,
you can't enter the time to enter the portal is going to come to a close, and so if all the good players are snatched up, they could be in a tough spot.
If I'd have my assistants
just be working on it for sure.
Be working on it, and then just be focused on.
How is this Indiana team we're going to see tomorrow night? If at all, how is it different from the one that we saw in Eugene?
It's not going to be different at all, except Kellen Wyatt and Brendan Frankie. You take out Brendan Frankie, we only won by 7.
Yeah, that was
I can still live with that.
Clutch kick on him.
Yeah.
I think the arrival of Charlie Becker, or the emergence of Charlie Becker, has been something different.
I think getting EJ back's going to be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought he got hurt right before Charlie kind of started emerging. But I mean,
Elijah got hurt.
Elijah got hurt.
EJ was still playing.
Yeah. But I mean, having EJ in a wide receiver 4 rule where there's not much film on him in the second half of the season, not bad.
Yeah. And Charlie's been a monster, so I think having him out there to extend the field as a deep threat, then
Omar put Charlie on a post, put Omar on a go, and make Elijah do something.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, the touchdown that Charlie caught at the Rose Bowl was just a post route, no trickery,
complete overthrow. By the way,
it was a high throw, but I mean, he just burnt the guy. And then the touchdown that Omar caught was just a
simple
crosser.
Route.
Well, it was a crosser. He came across the field. It was like a deep drag, and I mean, he outran that guy by 5 yards.
Yeah,
he couldn't have been more wide open. So you get those guys doing some combo routes. It could be kind of fun.
Yeah, put like double posts, then one streak in the middle.
And it's like you said, and just have Elijah go out there doing whatever he does to get wide open and catch everything.
Yeah,
with an arm's reach.
put Elijah behind the guard, then
sneak him around,
sneak him between the line, or sneak him around, put him on a wheel route or a Texas, then up, and then and Omar and Charlie just run post coming across. I dare you to guard it. I dare you.
I think you're just running NCAA hot routes now.
Yeah, exactly.
Xbox,
it's gonna work.
I think the team has become more balanced offensively later in the season. Like, we're running the ball.
I mean, Mendoza hasn't had great stat lines. I mean, Penn State 1-1, Ohio State 1-1. Not Maryland.
I don't think he's thrown for over
Wisconsin,
like 250 very many games. Like they get their lead and they just start running the ball and march it down the field.
And hot take, I've heard a lot of people saying Diego Pavia deserved the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. He didn't. I mean, if it goes to the best player, then Pavia deserved it. But if it's just going to the best, it's going to the best
all-around leader.
All-around leader, yeah.
Player, leader, clutch player. All those things.
Yeah, otherwise, like, Drew Mestemaker would win the Heisman every year.
It was just best stats.
Throwing 5,000 yards a season.
No.
Not bad.
What do you think the key to the game for Indiana is?
I think it's just destroying their hopes early like we did Bama. I think it's just getting out to a big lead and just grounding the ball out.
I think the big key is, I think the first key is playing just good clean defense again. They really stuffed Oregon last time. I mean, Oregon had 20 points. One of those was a pick six. I think one of those was a blown coverage or a DB had slipped or something. I mean, they didn't have an easy time scoring against IU. So I think that's a big thing. I also think IU ought to be a little more aggressive with the play calling offensively. I mean, we didn't run the ball great there at Autzen.
Yeah. But I think we've also grown a lot and figured out who our best running backs are. Because that was only, 2 weeks or a week?
Week 5.
So, no,
week 6. But
we had a bye week.
It was game 5.
Yeah. So we had 2 weeks to figure out what's our offense going to be like with Labibi out. And then Kalen Black kind of started stepping in the Maryland game.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that at both the Iowa game and in Oregon, the
Nebraska game,
the offense was called a little bit conservatively.
Yeah.
I don't think they took as many good shots, trying to get after it and get points. But I don't know. So I'd like to see him call a little bit more aggressive game.
Yeah.
Offensively and just keep playing the defense.
I kind of agree.
Do you think anyone will have a game of their life moment tomorrow? Any predictions for that?
I'll give you one thing.
You think Fernando's going to do one?
Fernando.
Abba, baby.
Also,
do you think what do you think will be on what do you think will be on the buffet menu at the Peach Bowl?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, this is just a pregame prediction he made this morning. It's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. He's hoping they're serving Chick-fil-A
nugs,
which I would not be mad about that.
I am looking for nugs and waffle fries.
IU is favored, and we have them picked to win. What's your score prediction?
So I'm actually I made a mistake last time, and I picked Oregon with the point, or not with the points.
Yeah, but to cover the spread.
Losing, but having the spread. And I'm going to do the same thing. I think it's 32-30 IU.
No way.
What?
No one scored 30 points on us all year. But I like it. I mean, but either way, you have IU winning but not covering the spread.
Yeah. I think Dante Moore and Dan Lanning are going to pull out some at triple reverse, flea flicker.
Okay. No, I'm here for it. If that's what you think is going to happen, that'd be an exciting game.
That's if all things go bad. That's my prediction. But, I mean, probably something that's more realistic. 17-14 IU.
Okay. I'm going 27-3. IU.
No. Not 28. Either go 27, go 29.
3 touchdowns, 2 field goals. 27.
Oh. He said 28-3.
I said 27.
Getting flashbacks. It's in Atlanta.
Yeah. Ah! I did 27-3. IU, I think it's defense is going to hold tight.
Domination.
And I think we're on a roll, and I think it could be a great time to be a Hoosier.
Yeah.
And if not, it's going to be a long drive back from Atlanta tomorrow or Saturday.
Going, back to Indy.
But do you have anything else you want to talk about before we sign off?
Here's my take. If Trinidad Shambles gets another year, he's going to win Heisman.
Ooh, okay. Well, that'll be a discussion for next season.
Also, Arch Manning's a total bust.
Whoa, hot take.
Also, we're going to do one final episode after the Natty.
Okay.
It's just like our season.
Regardless.
Yeah, no, like our season.
Yeah, I got you.
And we'll do it before the Natty. If we lose, which is highly unlikely.
But we'll see. I'm excited for it. Excited you and Mom and I are heading down, like I said, tomorrow morning.
Guess what? My sister wanted to skip again.
She hasn't been here for it.
I don't have to spend time with my sister.
Oh, easy now.
I'm joking.
Easy killer.
I'm joking.
But that's all we've got. Hope to see y'all next weekend in South Beach.
Are we filming it from South Beach?
I think we might as well. We have those Hoosiers IU swim trunks.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Oh, will there be a pool in our hotel?
I know there's an ocean.
I don't like oceans.
Well, it's South Beach, bro. It's not South Pool.
I don't want to go.
Respectfully,
I don't fear the water. I feel what's under the water.
Oh, for Pete's sake,
dude! I saw manta rays and opted
my
out.
big strong man. All right, well, that's all we've got. Otherwise, hope you all enjoy the CFP semifinals this weekend and the NFL playoffs. Until next time, I am Archie's dad.
I'm Archie, and go Hoosiers. Before we end this, I'm gonna give you an ear warning. Hoosiers! You're welcome. You have to give them an ear warning.
All right.
Very successful show. Had to bring up that I won the fantasy belt.
Yeah, I'm not even off yet.